How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout, the YouTube show where you subscribe for a video every single day on the cryptocurrencies you know and love. And of course, today we're going to be talking about Cardano ADA. So in this video, we need to talk about Shelly, the implications of Q1 for Cardano, and essentially what we can expect to see in terms of the price for Q1 and pretty much Q2 of the cryptocurrency space. Now, this is all definitely going to go hand in hand with the overall market. It's basic math. Obviously, there's only so much money floating around in the cryptocurrency space, and I think that this all goes hand in hand with a theme that I'm going to attempt to illustrate for you all, which is the new generation of investors is ready for cryptocurrency to take off in a second. I know by checking the data of my audience, a lot of millennials actually watch this content, and it's definitely interesting to see how we've had the new generation of people who are up and coming, even developing nations like in Venezuela. We have an article that we're going to be talking about, and all these different countries that are ready for cryptocurrency to take off. Well, the old generation is holding on tooth and nail to the old paradigm. Now, when we talk about something like Cardano, it's very ambitious because it takes what we saw as far as the developments of the Ethereum, that sort of generation of cryptocurrency evolution, and pretty much flips it on its ass and delegates it to the level of obsolescence in comparison. When we talk about how Cardano has been meeting these different standards of academic space and all these different things, I think Cardano, there's a reason why they call it King Cardano, basically. So in this video, I'm very excited to go over these different news articles that we have, and of course Cardano being where it is, ranking in the number 11 spot. I think that it's well deserved that Cardano could be a top 5 crypto when this is all said and done. So the first month of 2019 has basically started off to a non-eventful start. Now, I don't think that this is going to continue all throughout 2019, but I would pretty much expect things to move generally sideways for the first few parts of 2019. I'm in the class of thinking that cryptocurrency is still in its early stages, probably much earlier than any of us could have possibly imagined. Later on in this video, I'm going to be going over some articles about how the older generation of people is basically taking to the new expectations of what cryptocurrency can offer. And I would basically argue that cryptocurrency is too good for people. Too good for a current civilization. Do we really need this much productivity? Things tend to be moving quite along just as easily and simply as they can, but once these things tend to catch on, they have a tendency to really, cryptocurrency in its fashion tends to go straight up. But of course, Cardano, with what they've been expecting and what they've been accomplishing in terms of Shelly and all these different things that we can expect to see. We have cryptos like XRP with XRapid and Tron with their mainnet launch. I think everybody is waiting on the edge of their seat to see Cardano and what they have to bring to the table. So according to Coin Central, Cardano is a smart contracts platform similar to Ethereum with a focus on security through a layered architecture. The self-described third generation blockchain is the first of its kind to be created from scientific philosophy and building on peer-reviewed academic research. Now, whether or not you're the type of person who necessarily values academic research, now we're in the cryptocurrency space, so you might be, you might not be, but the fact of the matter is, when it comes to regulations, when it comes to warming up to this older generation, which is going to have to adapt to the new and shifting paradigm, Cardano, I believe, is positioning themselves in a way that's definitely going to be making a huge impact in the cryptocurrency space. So when we're talking about the current value of Cardano, I think it's important to look at these different activities that we were seeing happening earlier in January, pretty much in the middle, and right now where things currently are, I still see Cardano's price as a little high, in the overall context. Now, I know you guys are probably probably not going to want to hear this, but I would expect Bitcoin's value to dramatically go down, and I would definitely stick to my philosophy and my prediction that we're going to be seeing a lot of these altcoins getting smited off the map before things tend to get going. And of course, PayPal going where it has been, and all these different cryptos, like these random altcoins going to zero. I think it's definitely something to pay attention to on that same level of regard. A lot of very interesting things developing in the space of cryptocurrency revolving around Cardano. I'd like to start off though this video. I think it's important to, we have a couple articles right here basically that are going to give us an idea of what the public consciousness has to offer us. Now, the 8 most popular cryptocurrency transactions are not what you expect, and it sort of gives you an idea of this is a Forbes article, so take it for what you will. And of course, it's interesting to see like darknet transactions, money laundering, and ransomware, no thanks, all these different things, evading sanctions, it's in crypto theft. So this is sort of a funny article. It's interesting to see. Forbes being such a mainstream publication definitely gives you an idea of what the older generations had in mind when it comes to the introduction of cryptocurrency, and it still sort of gives you that, as much as we like to think that cryptocurrency is getting its redemption, it's always a slow crawl, especially when it comes to reputation and all these different things. But of course, on the other side, we have Venezuela, first Bitcoin ATM for Venezuela on the card. So the baby boomers of the United States, or those older generations, might have this sort of perspective on cryptocurrency that is sort of negative, or at least connected to crime and all these different things. The newer generation, we have like your very own virtual girlfriend on the Neo blockchain. What are the implications? That's sort of another joke article as well, but it's still relevant. This is the way of the future, ladies and gentlemen. It might sound weird to people of older generations and all these different things, but we also have this interesting thing right here. New generation of Bitcoin baby boomers starts with a 2-week-old investor, which is also pretty interesting. Gives you an indication of how the millennials have been sort of taking to the cryptocurrency space. Of course, we also have to understand, as it's out with the old, in with the new. It's sort of like the younger kids were the first ones to get adapted to the using their phones more or less, and now the older generations sort of are going to have to come to terms with the cryptocurrency space. But at the same time, it does give us sort of an interesting overview of where cryptocurrency is headed. Now, of course, right now, for the most part, people who aren't necessarily looking at these things every single day like we are, Bitcoin is like the household name, but it's sort of interesting because I want to just say, think about it. Who would have thought that we would see cryptocurrency go the way that it has gone? The fact of the matter is we had Bitcoin, and then smart contracts came on the scene with Ethereum, and I would make the argument that Cardano is the next logical step as far as these things tend to go. And it's can be seen, parts of the world like Venezuela are ready just as much as we are. The younger generation is definitely waiting, basically on the edge of their seat for the cryptocurrency space to really take off. So just some interesting articles on that note. Say that we're early, ahead of the game talking about cryptocurrency. I'm not kidding. When we're talking about quantum computing, then we're talking about all the things that Cardano makes possible. I mean, I definitely encourage all of you to go and check out the Cardano roadmap, as I always encourage everybody to go do your research about these different things. But you know, when these different businesses are getting in line to have the best possible you know, level of computing, I think Cardano is definitely up next as far as a lot of these different things are concerned. So now definitely go and make sure that you guys check out the Cardano roadmap. Of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. You know, obviously I'm not your dad, you know, so of course if you guys are interested, you can connect with us on Twitter. No, that's at CryptoTuber. But overall, I'm very excited to see what Cardano is going to be doing in the future. Obviously, like I said, you know, this video is just my opinion on the matter, but I'm definitely excited to see how these different things, and blockchain is going to be making a big deal you know, in the overall space as we see these things progressing and moving forward. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe and comment down below letting us know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.